Hello everyone, this is Sideswipe Prime 606 here with the video review of the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic favorite collection featuring Nightmare Moon. Now this is the second time I've tried to film this because apparently my phone has a 15-minute limit on videos, so I'm going to try not to ramble this time. But video issues aside, let's get on to the review, and we'll start off by showing the ginormous box. This box is huge. It's kind of this weird box and clamshell mix. As you can see, I totally destroyed it when I opened this thing. But let's show you the box here. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic. Toys R Us exclusive collector series. Obviously it's made for us and not for little girls. Anyway, a nice picture of Nightmare Moon here. Favorite collection. Watch it on the hub. Age 3+. I'm 3+. Anyway, if I can get this in shot without bumping my background here, my camera will focus. So look for more My Little Pony Collector Series toys. The more show accurate White Princess Celestia and Zecora. I don't have either of them because I don't want a giant light up Celestia that's out of scale with everything else I own. And I've only ever seen Zecora once. And on the back, there's no pictures of the actual toys like you would expect. It's all just, you know, pictures of the characters. So here's Nightmare Moon. She returns to rule in darkness. Lemony Gem, Pinkie Pie, Trixie, Flower Wishes, Rainbow Dash, and DJ Pony, aka Vinyl Scratch. Now, one thing that kind of bothers me about the Vinyl Scratch vector is that, as you can see, the outline is pink, whereas in the show it's tan. It's not supposed to be that color pink, but we're not here to complain. Oh, sorry, I forgot to show you the quote. Remember this day, little ponies, for it was your last. From this moment forth, the night will last forever. Mwahaha. So, sorry. So yeah, anyway, but we're not here to look at the box, we're here to look at the toys. So here are the toys. So I guess I'll start off with the two members of the main six. So let's start off with Pinkie Pie. So here is Pinkie Pie. She is very pink. She is probably the most show accurate one here. Yep, Hasbro made sure to get the pink one right. Because apparently little girls will only buy stuff that's colored pink. Pink Celestia. Anyway, so here are her eyes. Very nice tempoed on. Light blue color there. Here is her cutie mark. Now, I knew beforehand that they were going to have glittery cutie marks. I thought they were going to use a glittery paint, but what they did was tempoed it on normally and then put this glitter stuff over. It's a little, a bit disappointing, but then again, these are fairly, inexpensive, so what can you expect, really? Now, normally their hair's made out of nylon. I know it's not made out of nylon with this set. I don't know what it's made out of, but it's made out of a different kind of stringy material. I don't know what it's called, because I don't work for Hasbro. So, anyway, now that we're done with Pinkie Pie, let's look at Rainbow Dash. And as you can plainly see, other than her hair is all crazy, her eyes aren't the right shape. This has been a complaint with a lot of the Friendship is Magic toy line, that a lot of the toys aren't exactly show accurate. Like, I can forgive show inaccuracies on Transformers since they have to turn into something else, but I mean, at least get the shapes and colors right, Hasbro. I mean, come on, mine's a little bit weird. It's all kind of lopsided for some reason. That's just how mine came out of the box. As you can see, glittery cutie mark. Again, I'm sure as all of you know, they all are a blank flank on one side. Now Rainbow Dash kind of does bother me because her mane is supposed to have all 6 colors of the rainbow, although, never mind. There's 6 in the show, not 7, so it's kind of like this orangey red, orange, yellow, and green. It's supposed to have all 6. Same with her tail, but her tail is only purple and blue for some weird reason. But I mean, the shade of blue is right, and her eye color is right, so I can't complain too much. So now let's move on to Lemony Gem. Now, Lemony Gem, I didn't know this beforehand, but she actually is a background pony in the show. Now, whether or not she's sorry, I got a little tongue twisted there. Whether or not she's show accurate really depends, because her eye shape and color kind of varies from episode to episode, whatever episode she's in. Sometimes it does look like this, other times it's just like oval with like magenta like Rainbow Dash. But she has a very nice shade of yellow, very, very bright yellow. I'm sure, as you can see on my camera, though it seems to be fading out the color. She's very bright in person, I can tell you that. Her hair is this very nice shade of blue, pretty show accurate blue. I'm not sure if her cutie mark is accurate because she's not in a lot of episodes, and one of them she was running, so you can't really see her cutie mark. But it's just like 3 gems. Now, on the box, it shows her being a rarity repaint, recolor, but she's not like that in the show. Her hair is more like bonbons in the show, but, you know, whatever. So let's move on to Flower Wishes, which I think her fan name is Daisy. I don't remember, I probably should have looked it up before doing this review. But here is Flower Wishes, and she is very cute, I guess. She is a very nice, like, lavendery, pinkish color. On the box, it shows her being as a very dark purple with, like, dark green hair, but it's not, the toy's not like that at all. It's this lighter shade, lavender, lighter shade of pink with, you know, her hair is this light green with some, like, blonde stripes going through here. Oh no, my phone's about to die. I should probably hurry this up. But yeah, very nice. She uses a pinky mold. So yeah, very nice. Now let's move on to Trixie. A lot of people like Trixie. I don't, because, well, she's a jerk. But yeah, Trixie's pretty show accurate. She uses the Twilight Sparkle / Rarity mold. I mean, her eyes are pretty show accurate as far as I can remember. Again, I probably should have looked it up. Here's her cutie mark. Very shiny. Missing on the other side. Oh, I forgot to show off Flower Wish's cutie mark. I'm sorry about that, people. It's just 2 flowers. So yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I also forgot to mention the only, whoa, that's way out of focus. The only articulation they have is just a head swivel, left and right, and left and right. That's all they can do. Yeah. Okay, so now on to DJ Pony, aka Vinyl Scratch. I like to call her Vinyl Scratch just because I like that name more. She is this very nice white plastic. Oh yeah, something I forgot to mention, they're all this like bendy, I guess PVC. They're all made out of the same type of plastic. She has the hooked hoof, like Lemony Gem. All the other ones are just standing normally. Now, something I didn't know about these, I thought all their eyes were just tampoed on these toys, but they are molded in, because you can probably see here, the molding to where they would tampo the eye, but since she has these glasses, it's not like that. Now, when I first saw pictures of this, I thought it looked really bad, but it's not all that bad in person. I mean, it's only really apparent in certain lighting. And also, something that bothers me about these toys, their horns are too short. It's just something that kind of bothers me. Her glasses are very nicely tampoed. Again, her shiny cutie mark. The color of her hair is this, like, navy blue and, like, light blue. I need to focus my camera. So that's not entirely show accurate. I think this should be a bit lighter, but it's not too bad. So there is Vinyl Scratch, and now on to Nightmare Moon. So here is Nightmare Moon. She is molded in a nice black plastic. Now initially I thought this was a new mold, but it just uses a Celestia mold, as you can probably tell by the wings, because Nightmare Moon's wings are very different from Celestia's. It just uses a Celestia mold that's in the 3-pack with Spike and Twilight, and in the newer 3-pack with Cadence and Luna. But anyway, molds aside, let's look at the details on Nightmare Moon. So you can see her eye, she stares into your soul. Sorry. Here's her, I guess, armor. None of it's molded in, it's all just painted on. Now, because of the way it's painted, when you turn her head, it kind of, whoa, that's way out of focus. It kind of breaks it up when you turn her head. I mean, it's a minor nitpick, it doesn't bother me too much. Her necklace right there, and then her, I guess, armor or shoes. It's all done in this really nice, shiny blue paint. I really do like the shade of blue, but I've always been a fan of Nightmare Moon's design. Now, one complaint I have with Nightmare Moon is that, as you can see, her key mark takes up her entire, back section here. Yeah, there's a crescent moon. It's the only part of her key mark that's shiny. Nothing else is shiny, just the crescent moon. What bothers me is that the purple continues all the way to the other side, and there's no crescent moon on the other side. Hasbro, if you're gonna bother putting the purple on both sides, you could have at least given us a crescent moon on the other side. It just looks weird like this. But it's alright. Her hair's not entirely show accurate. I mean, it should be maybe, I feel, a bit of a darker shade of purple. But I'm fine having this messy hair with Nightmare Moon because her hair never had a definite shape in the one episode she was in. Oh, excuse me. So, there is the My Little Pony favorite collection featuring Nightmare Moon. Now, do I recommend this set? If you're a fan of the show, yes, depending on the price. I paid $45 for this set, but, I mean, so it's kind of hard to justify it at $45, but the reason I got it was because I know it's hard to find, and it was the last one that was in my Toys R Us. I think the price has dropped down to like $35 or $30, and if you think about it, each of these would be $5 on their own, so $30 to $35 isn't a bad price for them. And also, I feel like, I should have gotten the set, I did get the set, obviously, but because Hasbro made this for us, so I feel like, we should support any move Hasbro makes to support their, this fandom and give us the characters we want. Now, granted, Flower Wishes and Lemony Gem aren't very popular background ponies, like, say, this one right here. But, they did release Elira, and she's pretty popular. Who knows, I would say, depending on how well this does, they might release the characters we want to see, like, say, Bon Bon, or, Rose Luck, or the other one to complete the flower trio with her. So, if you're a fan of the show, I'd say definitely pick it up at the $30 to $35, but $45, it's really hard to say. So I think that's all there is to say about this set. So, there is the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic Toys R Us exclusive favorite collection, and I will talk to you all later. Bye.